And we're learning some new details now about the classified documents found at President Biden's Delaware home. Sources tell ABC News the Justice Department considered sending FBI agents to monitor his attorney's search, but decided against it, due in part to the president's cooperation in the probe. White House correspondent Mary Alice Parks joins me live now, along with investigative reporter Catherine Falders for more on that. Catherine, what went into this decision not to monitor the search?
So we know these searches by President Biden's personal lawyers began in November. This is when those discussions were occurring as to whether they wanted the FBI to oversee them. But at least right now we know that, as you mentioned, what went into that was this cooperation that was by President Biden, for example. His lawyers found these documents. They alerted authorities and turned them over. So both sides appear to agree that they didn't need to oversee these searches by the president's lawyers because there wasn't any reason at that point to doubt the searches, to doubt that they were trying to hide information, for example. Now, of course, this was before the appointment of a special counsel. Now, the White House has said they're going to be cooperating with the special counsel. Whether there's additional searches that the special counsel wants to do, we don't know that yet, but there could be down the line.
Now, Mary Alice, the White House is in damage control. How are they defending accusations of a lack of transparency on this issue, given the delays between when these discoveries were made and when they disclosed that they happened?
Yeah, Diane, they've just been hammered with those questions about why it's been so difficult to get basic information from this White House. So far, like you said, they've been defending their decisions, saying that they were done in the need to be cooperative with the investigation. We saw a statement over the weekend from the White House, from the president's personal lawyer, saying that they were trying to balance communicating with the public with not interfering with the investigation. He said that that was appropriate. But that might be his sort of legal rationale. That doesn't mean that it's flying with the American people. And you're right, these sort of drip, drip, drip of all these revelations sort of day by day has been really hard politically for this White House. Like you said, they are totally in damage control.
Now, Catherine, experts say that Biden's cooperation is the critical difference here, or a critical difference at least, between his case and former President Trump's classified documents case. How significant is that, and how could that play out as these investigations go forward?
Well, it's significant so far in the sense that once these lawyers found the documents, they alerted DOJ, the National Archives, immediately, where in the case of Trump, the National Archives realized that the documents were missing and then couldn't get them back for months and months of back and forth with Trump's attorneys. Trump claimed these documents were his documents and went to court. Biden hasn't done that here. Now, it will be interesting to see. The White House, of course, says that they will be cooperating with the special counsel investigation. What that cooperation looks like at this point is unclear. Do they not want certain things that the special counsel is asking for? We just don't know that yet. But it kind of goes back to your question, too, about the search. So far, Biden's team has been cooperating. Now, there is a question about, as Mary Alice was talking about, the transparency, the shifting statements. Does that hurt down the line with the investigation? All of that remains to be seen.
So, Mary Alice, House Republicans have launched 2 investigations here, but the White House is accusing them of hypocrisy after showing little interest in investigating former President Trump. So how big of a political liability is this for Biden, and could these probes backfire on Republicans?
I think the White House is very aware that this is a political liability. Now we're seeing a whole nother set of investigations from House Republicans. They were already anticipating a lot of investigations from House Republicans into this White House. Like you said, 2 formally have been announced from the Judiciary Committee and the Oversight Committee. And you're right, over the last few days, we've seen the White House kind of punch back politically. They're saying, look, these same members of Congress, these same Republican members of Congress said themselves that investigating Trump wasn't going to be a priority for them. They didn't seem upset in the same way that there were documents found there, let alone what we know about sort of the lack of cooperation from former President Trump. And so we're seeing this White House really call out, like you said, what they believe is hypocrisy with Republicans. You know, going forward, it's going to be a big question. Like we just heard Catherine say, it's not only a question of how much they will cooperate with DOJ, but how much they will cooperate with these House Republicans.
All right, Mary Alice Parks, Catherine Falders, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.